Have you ever felt that strange sensation when you think about someone, and seconds later they call you? Or when you learn a new word, and suddenly you start seeing it everywhere? It's not just your imagination. Behind these seemingly random coincidences lies a universe of hidden patterns that Carl Jung referred to as synchronicity events connected by meaning, not causality. What we experience as chance might actually be the universe's way of speaking to us, trying to communicate something deeper. Today, let's dive into the depths of reality to uncover what these coincidences truly mean and how they might be shaping your destiny without you even realizing it. The human mind is hardwired to recognize patterns. It's an ancient survival mechanism. When our ancestors identified regularities in nature, it increased their chances of finding food, avoiding predators, and ultimately surviving. This ability evolved with us, and now we search for meaning even where it might not exist. As Nietzsche once said, "There are no facts, only interpretations," and the way we interpret coincidences reveals a lot about our psyche. In ancient Greece, Aristotle spoke of the final cause, the idea that events happen with a specific purpose. Meanwhile, Plato suggested that our mundane perceptions are merely shadows of an ideal reality. What coincidences are the cracks through which we glimpse that greater reality? Remember that scene in the Matrix where Neo sees the same cat twice and realizes it's a glitch in the simulation? Maybe coincidences are our own déjà vu moments. Small glitches in the matrix that reveal a deeper reality behind the surface. The psychiatrist Carl Jung coined the term synchronicity after a series of inexplicable personal experiences. During a session with a patient who had dreamed of a golden scarab, a similar insect tapped on his window. A moment that transformed the therapy. Jung argued that these synchronistic events were manifestations of the collective unconscious trying to communicate something meaningful, a concept that challenges our mechanistic understanding of reality. The phenomenon known as the Baader-Meinhof effect explains why, when we learn something new, we suddenly notice it everywhere. It's not that the object or idea has increased in frequency, it's that our brain has been primed to recognize it. This confirmation bias acts as a filter, highlighting what's recently entered our awareness and ignoring the rest. It's like when you get a new car and suddenly see that same model everywhere. They were always there. You just weren't paying attention before. Let's pause here. Think about the last significant coincidence that happened in your life. Something that made you think, this can't just be chance. How did you feel in that moment? What meaning did you assign to that experience? Take a moment to reflect. Ready? Let's keep exploring this fascinating topic together. Quantum physicists have a more radical take on coincidences. The principle of non-locality suggests that particles separated by vast distances can influence each other instantaneously. Einstein called this spooky action at a distance. If subatomic particles can maintain mysterious connections, why not our thoughts and events in the physical world? In 2022, physicists Anton Zeilinger, Alain Aspect, and John Clauser won the Nobel Prize in Physics for experiments that confirmed this strange quantum behavior, further bridging the gap between science and the seemingly inexplicable. An interesting contrast emerges when we compare scientific and spiritual perspectives on coincidences. Science seeks explanations rooted in cognitive biases and statistical probability. Neuroscientists would argue that our brain is a meaning-making machine that abhors randomness. Meanwhile, spiritual traditions like Hinduism view synchronicities as signs that we're aligned with our dharma, our life's purpose. Both perspectives have merit. The scientific protects us from dangerous superstitions, while the spiritual offers a profound sense of connection and meaning. Eastern traditions approach coincidences in a completely different way. The concept of Tao in Chinese philosophy describes a natural flow of interconnected events. When we live in harmony with the Tao, synchronicities occur effortlessly. It's like swimming with the current. Everything seems to happen at the right time, with less resistance. In Zen Buddhism, this is called no mind. When we stop forcing, the universe collaborates. The mathematics of coincidences is fascinating. The law of truly large numbers explains that in a universe with billions of daily interactions, improbable events will occur regularly. It's like rolling a die infinitely. Eventually, you'll get 6 sixes in a row. The paradox is that while statistically expected, when these coincidences happen to us, they feel extraordinary. Talk about having your mind blown when you do the math. In 2020, during the pandemic, social media exploded with stories of synchronicities. One viral case involved twin brothers separated at birth who, 39 years later, discovered they were both named Jim, married women named Linda, had children with the same names, and even owned dogs named Toy. Stories like this challenge our notions of probability and raise questions about connections that transcend space and time. Another recent case involved musician Post Malone, who, after surviving both a plane and car crash within 2 weeks, publicly questioned whether these events were coincidences or messages. The philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer proposed that life has a dreamlike quality, that seemingly disconnected events might be united by invisible threads of meaning, much like in a dream. This idea is reminiscent of the concept explored in the movie Inception, where reality folds in on itself in layers of meaning. Coincidences might be moments when we glimpse these threads in the cosmic tapestry. It's that déjà vu feeling that makes us wonder, has this happened before? Or was this meant to happen? I want to share 3 simple exercises to increase your awareness of synchronicities in daily life. First, keep a coincidence journal. Write down every experience that feels meaningfully connected. After a few weeks, surprising patterns will start to emerge. Second, practice what I call asking the universe's pose, a specific question in the morning, and stay alert for possible answers throughout the day in conversations, signs, or random songs. Finally, try the 3-day challenge. Choose an unusual object, like a pink flamingo, and see how many times it appears in your life over the next 3 days. These exercises train your brain to enter synchronicity mode. Modern neuroscience offers more grounded explanations. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for pattern detection, can go into overdrive when we're under stress, desperately seeking control in a chaotic world. Coincidences comfort us because they suggest order where there's only randomness. It's like when kids see shapes in clouds, a projection of the mind seeking familiarity. Coincidences can serve as powerful tools for personal growth. Humanistic psychologist Carl Rogers believed we are constantly in the process of becoming, and that synchronistic events can act as catalysts in that development. When you're open to these experiences, every coincidence becomes an invitation for self-reflection. They're like cosmic post-it notes, reminding you to pay attention to what really matters. There's a practical side to coincidences that we rarely discuss. When you notice recurring patterns in your life, accidental encounters with certain people, numbers, or symbols that keep appearing, these can act as an intuitive navigation system. Indigenous cultures worldwide recognize these signs as guidance from the universe, not as mere superstition, but as a form of ancestral wisdom. Neuroplasticity explains how we can train our brains to notice more synchronicities. The more attention we give to these events, the more we strengthen the neural circuits that detect them. It's a self-reinforcing cycle. The more coincidences you notice, the more you'll experience. As William James said, "My experience is what I agree to attend to." And that attention literally shapes our brains. Austrian physicist Wolfgang Pauli, a collaborator of Jung, believed that synchronicities revealed a deeper layer of reality where mind and matter intersect. This idea directly echoes the premise of the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where parallel realities coexist and sometimes connect. The notion that synchronistic events might be leaks between different dimensions of reality is no longer just science fiction. It's becoming part of serious scientific dialogue about the nature of consciousness and reality. What truly matters about coincidences isn't whether they represent divine intervention, quantum mechanics, or simple cognitive bias. It's how you interpret and integrate them into your personal narrative. As Viktor Frankl taught us, humans are natural meaning makers. Coincidences offer the perfect raw material for that search. They are crossroads where the extraordinary touches the ordinary, inviting us to ask, what if there's more to life than meets the eye? If this deep dive into the mysteries of coincidences sparked your curiosity or touched something within you, don't keep it to yourself. Share your own stories of synchronicity in the comments. I love hearing about your experiences. And don't forget to try at least one of the practical exercises I shared. If you want to keep exploring the mysteries of the mind and the universe with me, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Leave a like if this content resonated with you. It really helps the algorithm share this video with more people searching for answers. After all, maybe it's no coincidence that you found this video today, right?